You're listening to Small Business in Small Bites, a podcast designed to help you better understand your customers, your business, and even yourself one easily digestible idea at a time. Now here's John Preston.
Today I want to take a moment to talk about your web page and your Facebook page. Now in today's world, a lot of people look at those as forms of marketing. And I can understand why, because not so long ago we didn't have those things. And so now they seem like a way to reach customers. Unfortunately, the world has evolved past that stage now. Now, to really help you understand what I mean by that, let's go back to the 1890s. In the 1890s, telephones were just beginning to become prevalent in the United States. So let's imagine you had a main street full of businesses, and none of these businesses had phones. And then one day, one business owner had the great idea that if he put a phone in his store, people could call him and let him know what they wanted. And that just seemed like such a great idea. So he did that. Well, soon thereafter, everybody looked at that and said, hey, he's doing it to get customers. We need to do it to get customers. And before long, everyone had a telephone. Now, and today we look at the telephone and we don't view that as a marketing tool. We view that as just a necessary expense for running a business. Well, that's kind of the exact same path that websites and Facebook presences have taken. In today's world, you have to have a web presence. It's not an option. You have to have a web presence because that's sort of, as I mentioned in a different post, your digital doorway. It's how people walk in and discover your business. But at some point, much like with the telephone, that first telephone in that first business was a marketing tool. It was something that separated that business from its competitors. When everybody else had them, it no longer served that function. It became a necessary part of doing business and had to be budgeted accordingly. So if you're still of the mind that you're thinking a website and a Facebook presence are marketing, the world's passed you by. Because now you have to have a strong website presence, you have to have a strong social media presence, and you have to be able to be found on Google. Those things are just part of the cost of running business in today's world. They're not marketing because it doesn't separate you when you're doing exactly what everybody else is doing. It's now just part of doing business. It's the same as your storefront if you're a retail, and it's the same as your phone if you're a service business. That's just the cost of doing business in today's world.